Hello everybody, soy Alejandro del Fuego, and welcome back to Terraria. So, I actually did stuff in between episodes, and I'm going to show you that right now, but first, let's check on the progress of our glowing mushroom farm. Now, I already saw it, but the mushroom grass is already spread most of the way through all three platforms, well, most of the way through two. All the way through the bottom one, about halfway through the second one, third way through the third one. We get a decent amount of glowing mushrooms, which allowed me to make over a stack of healing potions out of lesser healing potions before the start of this episode. Now, I've emptied out most of my inventory. I kept the sugar cookie, which I'm going to take right before we enter the dungeon. It has a minor improvement to all stats. I'm just going to check it out. Other than basic things, my inventory is pretty much empty. I'm going to place this piggy bank over at our little dungeon shack. I did almost dropped all the way down. So that way, whenever we exit the dungeon, we can place stuff down. Also, I made this little present room under the Christmas tree. Each shelf has 10 presents. So far we got 27 presents for Christmas to open on the day after Christmas. Also, if you remember last episode, the clothier arrived, or the clothier, after I freed him from Skeletron. So he sells like clothing material and stuff. There's a familiar set, familiar wig, familiar pants, familiar shirt. I believe that when you wear it, it makes kind of like your armor invisible to look like your character. But personally, I like the look of this armor. It's all shadowy and mysterious and stuff. And let's go over to the newly improved farm. Yes, I removed the dirt background from this area, just cause, as you can see immediately, the look of the farm is different. I kind of removed this bottom floor because I was working on it during a blood moon and attacking enemies that came through here and destroyed all of my daybloom, which was kind of bad. Had to spend a couple of days looking for more daybloom. I'm actually out of daybloom. I need to get more seeds, which is what the top shelf is going to be for. Here is corrupt grass. I'm growing deathweed here. Here I'm gonna grow mushrooms and stuff. This is gonna be shiverthorn. A few are already growing. This is gonna be waterleaf. Not quite sure how to plant that. This one's gonna be blinkroot. Gonna do more shelves for more plants, but I realized that using like the pickaxe to harvest, it harvests above, which is bad because I don't want to do that. So now I'm gonna use the more direct chain knife, so it'll only harvest in a straight line where I tell it to. Otherwise, I'll destroy plants that aren't blooming, so I won't get seeds back. Because that's one of the important things about farming, is not just getting plants. You also have to get seeds back so you can continue the farm. Otherwise, it's kind of pointless. Whee! So yeah, new and improved farm design. Let me know what you guys think. I was gonna separate them one more, but it was already too late. I already set 3 or 4 rows, and I didn't want to have to keep on going again with setting stuff. Oh, quick thing to mention about the farm. There's sort of a downside to the way I set it up. Apparently there's enough blocks. Let's go torchlight. Should have waited till morning. Anyway, as I was about to say, what did I do? What did I do? I don't want to throw it. Oh my god, I just threw my space gun and I can't find it. I can't find my space gun, guys. I threw my space gun. Oh my god. Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? I don't want to lose that space gun. It's a really good space gun. Well, the space gun is really good. Oh my god, where did it go? Okay, it didn't go all the way down there. But oh my god, I pressed T instead of E. Oh my god. Heal really quick. god. Oh my god. I need to find that space gun real quick. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, good. There it is. It didn't fall that far at all. Anyways, finally, as I was about to say... You've gotta be kidding me! As I was about to say, and I'm going to say this time, there's enough blocks there's enough like sand blocks for it to count as a mini sand biome, and enough corruption blocks or ebonstone blocks for it to count as a mini corruption biome. So very rarely I'll get like those giant firefly things. Oh look, a daybloom bloomed, and because it's daytime I can be very careful. I got 2 daybloom seeds. I'm just gonna plant these real quick, and oh my god, my inventory is already full. Pretty full, I mean. It counts as a mini biome of that kind, yeah, that's what I mean to say, finally. Anyways, let me just place down this chest and this piggy bank right there. I want my inventory to be as empty as possible when I go in there, so that way I can collect as much loot as possible, you know? Well, we finally made it to the... Oh, wait, hang on. I don't want to have to walk all the way back here, so... Let's just quickly set our spawn point. Just quickly set my spawn point over there. And now we can head off to the dungeon. Now here's the thing about the dungeon. Pretty much everything is loot. Well, not everything, but... For example, these random bottles, I just got a lesser healing potion. And now I have 2. And sometimes these these books on shelves can contain spell books. I also got a switch, which is not really useful to us now, but it'll be useful to us in the near future. What's over here? Got a lesser healing potion. Oh, I also got a lesser mana potion. I'm not going to list everything I get. I'm just going to use this opportunity to talk to you guys. So yeah, what's going on? What you up to? What's good? Getting emails and reminders and messages and stuff. Got some iron skin potion. And mana potion. Okay, what am I doing? I'm not listing everything. One of the things about the dungeon is within there is an NPC. I already told you about her. She's a mechanic. She's the mechanic. She allows you to make use of switches and stuff. Anyway, we're down here in the dungeon, and Mr. Dungeon Guardian hasn't come to kill us yet. That's because we killed Skeletron, and now we're allowed to enter the dungeon. We got some wood, and we got a bookshelf. Ooh boy, that was a risky move right there. If I die of fall damage in this dungeon, that'll be pretty laughable. You guys can laugh at me for that. Got some books. Even if none of these are spell books, Having books is pretty cool. Oh crap, not one of those. Okay, water candle. There's a water candle nearby. Oh, here's where my grave fell. From the Dungeon Guardian. Okay, let's collect this, not that. The water candle. So what water candles do is they're these blue glowing candles. They increase enemy spawn rate, which is not what we want. We want less enemies so we can get through this dungeon more easily. Raid all its stuff. Check this all out. Because there's some pretty cool stuff in this dungeon. We haven't found too much yet because we haven't been too far in. Okay, let's go around this way. Okay, so... Jeez. Place a torch down here. There are some spikes along these walls. Which is not what we want. Again, it's not what we want. But it looks like we're gonna have to fall down. We fell right on spikes. Did one of them just drop a key? Oh, dungeon slime. Oh, that has a key inside it. We need those keys to unlock these dungeon chests. Anyway, these spikes are a real hassle. Let me just heal up real quick before another guy comes at us. These spikes appear everywhere in the dungeon, and they're just really hard to deal with because, look at that, they take away so much health. And one strategy to deal with them, honestly, is to just place stuff over them, but right now, I'm just going to mine a few ways so we can stand right here and open this with the dungeon key. See? Now it's open. Teleportation potion teleports you to a random location. Demonic Muramasa. 16% damage, 5% ghost strike, 23 melee damage. Material? Material in what? Let's just loot it all. Oh crap, not one of those. Dungeon skulls. I probably said this many times, but I really, really hate enemies that can phase through walls, because they're just, oh my god, they're hard to deal with. You can't attack them while they're getting ready to attack you. What the hell is this? I don't think I've seen one of these chests before. Or I probably have and just kind of didn't pay attention to it. Anyway, we don't have a key for that one yet. Oh, we're getting deep enough for these guys to spawn. Freaking... wizards and stuff. Or... skeleton sorcerers, I forget what they're called. These guys basically annoy me as much as the goblin sorcerers. Dark Caster. Lesser mana potion. Just lighting our way as we go down here. It's a pretty intense dungeon. So far, we haven't encountered the NPC I want to free yet. Should have got some health regeneration potions before entering here. But, too late now. Got some more torches. It's always good to come with torches into the dungeon to light your way. Oh, some more books. Let's not forget the books. Because knowledge is power. And books are knowledge. And so that, ergo, books are screw you. Oh, let's heal really quickly. Got the pressure plate up. We're pretty full on stuff. Okay, here's where it might be easier to just kind of place stuff down. We don't really need the sticky bombs on us right now. So I'm just gonna kind of place some wood down, you know? Oh, hell no. Oh, these ring things are kind of immortal enemies. They're basically impossible to kill, which is kind of their point. There's another basically immortal enemy in the dungeons, and we'll encounter it later. There's also this thing, which is basically a catacomb. It's basically just kind of a tomb painting you can place around. Okay, let's get all three of them to line up over here. Nope. All of you angry skeletons can go die. See, this is why this dungeon is pretty hard to deal with. So it kind of makes sense that you can't enter it before you reach a minimum amount of health and after you defeat a pretty intense boss. Because if you can't defeat that boss, you're pretty much screwed inside this dungeon. In fact, what am I doing? Hang on. I have 12 iron skin potions, so I'm just going to take them periodically. And the sugar cookie. Sugar cookie. There we go. Minor improvement to all stats. Get away from me. Oh my god, so many enemies. There must be a water candle nearby, but I can't find it. I can't really see it. I can't even get into that run room. Just so much going on. Nope. Okay, let's place torch here. Torch here. Okay, I'm gonna have to leave this dungeon real quick. I'm gonna teleport. Oh my god. teleported the second I died. Anyway, look at the stuff we've gotten so far. We passed by another thing I wanted to grab, but I couldn't grab it because I was in the middle of being killed. Let's just place a campfire right there so we can heal up real quick. Because what campfires do is they increase the amount of life we regenerate. We lost some gold and silver down there, but let's quick stack the rest of it in here. And we also lost the effect of our sugar cookie and iron skin potion. So I'm just going to wait right here a moment and then head back into the dungeon. Let's put a torch here. And let's open this chest. Platinum bars, flaming arrows, jester's arrows, dynamite, shadow keys, bone welder. Ooh, bone welder. I forget what this does, but this is another crafting type item. Let's loot it all. Oh, look at that. We're already almost full. Anyway, just to finish off what we were going to do before I just died. Just cover this spike pit. Pick up the money I lost. Put some torches down so I can see. Got a mana potion. Put that down. Pick up this thing, which is a bewitched table. What you can do is, well, it's no use to us right now because we can't summon minions and stuff. But once we are able to, we can just place that table kind of wherever, right click it, and for a little bit we can have like extra minions, or depending on the type of minions you're summoning, I believe like maybe 1 or 2. But anyway, again, this is useless to us right now because we're not summoners. Although, trust me, one of my friends is a summoner, and he can summon some pretty OP stuff. Then again, he's in hard mode worlds. I believe he kind of... What does this do? What's this switch do? Oh, turns off the lights. What is this? So let's just light this area up more. Get away from me, get away from me, get away from me, get away from me, get away from me. All of you, get away from me. Close enough. Let's just run along. Ah man, I don't use this thing anymore, but it's pretty cool. You guys glad that I'm doing some dungeon exploring? And some of you are probably saying that I could be using a lot less wood if I turn it all into wood planks. And you're probably right. But, I can't stop to craft things right now because the dungeon is always spawning stuff at us. And yes, I'm placing the wood down in inefficient ways because I am being attacked as I'm placing down wood. Oh, there's a water candle over there. Perfect. I've always wanted more enemies to spawn around me. Got another catacomb. Let's place down another torch. So many water candles over here. Get you out of the picture. Put down some light. No. Not that. Light sources. I want to see. Got that water candle. Fish statue. What's this switch do? Oh, it turns off the lights. If we can just find... I'm really hoping we can find... There she is! the mechanic. Thanks, it was just a matter of time before I ended up like the rest of the skeletons down here. You mean dead. Okay, let's close it. Oh, she better not die. She better not die before we can get her to safety. Well, she can sort of head to safety on her own. Anyway, let's shop. Show you what she has. She sells, like, pressure plates, wrenches, wire cutters, wires, switches. Basically, we can use her to wire up stuff, turn on and off things like torches, lamps, lights, things of that nature. Oh my god. We did it. We found an alchemy table. Now what these guys do is they're basically just like a potion making area, except it just kind of has a chance, just a chance, of not using potion ingredients when you're making a potion, which is kind of cool for making potions when you're kind of low on materials, because there's a chance you just won't use any potion ingredients. You, just go away and die. What's in here? The thing about this dungeon is it's complicated, interlacing, and it's never the same in two worlds because generation is kind of random. Ooh, bombs. I hate it when they do that. They spawn off screen, so you can't, like, find them and kill them. Got some bones and stuff. Okay, quickly get out. There we go. Got out alive. Oh no. What's your name? What's your name? Stop. Shalena. No, don't. This is not your house. I made you a nice little house over there. Whoops. You want to use that potion? That was a wasted potion. Let's quick stack our money in here. Geez, we got 2 bewitching tables. And yeah, the alchemy table has 1/3 chance of not using, like, ingredients. So let's say we're making a, an iron skin potion with, like, a day bloom, bottle of water, and a piece of iron. So we make one of those, and there's, like, I don't know, there's a chance that we may not use the piece of iron. So then we make it again a few more times. We have enough to make 20, let's say. No, 21, let's say. So chances are, after we make 21 of them, we could have, like, a few glass water bottles left, a few pieces of iron ore, and a few day bloom. I really hope it's day bloom that is used in the iron skin potion. I don't want to be wrong. Right, before we go back in, I should probably empty out my inventory some. She throws a wrench at enemies. Oh my god, I'm getting frustrated at this dungeon. You know what? I'm gonna cut my losses. I'm gonna cut my losses in terms of coins. And I'm just gonna deposit the rest I can. Deposit all. No. Actually, you know what? loot all, deposit all, loot all, and I'm just gonna head home. Just heal up real quick, one more. Oh, I have my healing potions put away. And I put a... Thank you for that, Shalena. Okay, so we're not going to put away... Where are they? I'm not going to put away the healing potions, and I'm not going to put away the money trough. And anyway, this place is going to be for... in case we want to go dungeon diving some more. Anyways, we're just going to head back. I'll meet you guys when we're back at our real house. At our current residence. So that way we can get Shalena to her new home. Wish you could just kind of carry a sunflower around and enemies will spawn less. Because that's what sunflowers do when they're on the ground. They're happy, so spawn rate is decreased. Is there like a sunflower accessory you can make out of sunflowers? Because if so, write down in the comments below. So that way I can just have a sunflower with me. And it's too bad we didn't find the Goblin Tinkerer in this episode. Because I would have liked the Goblin Tinkerer to come around. Let's go up here. And yes, I checked, these two are valid housing. So let's go to the housing menu. And bring our lovely mechanic, Shalena, over to her new weirdly shaped home. Or she'll come over in a moment. Let's set our spawn point over here. Lovely. And that's gonna be it for this episode. I'm just gonna outro while I sort out my inventory. I'll show off what the alchemy table does next time. I've already explained it to you pretty well. That's going to have to be it for this episode. If you liked it, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Or don't. Do whatever the hell you want. You know, I would always appreciate you liking, commenting, and subscribing, because that'll get me more notes, more attention to my channel, more viewers. But I'm not going to pressure you to, because I'm not the kind of guy who's like, oh, if you don't comment and subscribe, I'm gonna hate you. I mean, I know no one's really like that, but I just don't want to come off one of those guys who only cares about likes, comments, and subscribers. Because I do this for you guys. And if you guys don't want to comment, subscribe, and like, that's completely fine with me. Next episode, I'm going to be building a mansion, or a castle, or a temple, or a huge, massive thing where me and all the NPCs are gonna live. I'm gonna make it out of stone, out of marble, out of granite, out of blocks, out of cool things. There's gonna be like a garden, a swimming pool, all that stuff. It's gonna be an art gallery. You get the picture. I'm gonna do a lot of preparation for between episodes, which is mostly gonna be mining granite, mining marble, mining stuff, preparing blocks, fixing that garden, and doing all that stuff. So, I'll see you guys next time, and as always, gracias, and have a good day.